Welcome to the Love That For Us podcast.
Come hang out with us as we explore a holistic approach to entrepreneurship, wellness, and navigating relationships in adulthood.
We'll be getting vulnerable about life and dishing the business expertise we've learned along the way, interviewing industry professionals,
All while you get your weekly dose of girl talk and heart to hearts. We're your hosts, Charissa Emiko,
and Ashton Brooke.
and this is the Love That For Us podcast. Dude, my frog voice is so bad right now. I am Kermit. Call me Kermit.
I thought you said a hermit.
No. Call me a hermit.
We are today.
We haven't done a catch up in so long.
I know. I think it'll be fun to just you and me catch up, bring our friends along.
Here we go. I'm tired, everybody. I'm so tired. I got horrible sleep and my voice sounds horrible and it's fine. We're going to roll with it.
And I feel alive and awake.
You're in the sunshine in your backyard. I'm in a dark home with studio lights on me.
Yeah, I told Carissa I cannot record inside. I can't even be inside today. We have 70 degrees in February with no clouds, pure sun. I am in a fever dream. I'm so happy. And you know what? I was telling you yesterday, I've already felt really happy. So this is just next level.
A boost. It's not something that's saving you. It's something that's making you thrive. That's so nice. It's not helping you survive. It's helping you thrive.
Yeah, I'm thriving. Just feels amazing. I don't know why we're having this kind of winter, but and I go to Florida in 3 days. I'll be in Florida. So
you're having primetime weather. It's actually so cute watching you watch what's behind your screen right now because you're just glowing and there's a light breeze hitting your hair and you just look like a kid in a candy store looking at your beautiful backyard.
A kid in a candy store.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. So I appreciate you podcasting in the midst of your Kermit voice and lack of sleep.
Thank you.
You're showing up for the people today.
I'm showing up. Tired as I am, I am here. Okay, what's happening
you want to start?
In your life? No, you.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, I feel like it's been a long time since we've really just shared what life's been like. We've had some guests and we were in Nashville together, so I feel like a full month or more has passed.
Yeah.
And gosh, I feel I don't know. I just kind of said this, but I've been feeling really good. I feel just a wave of alignment has hit me recently. I'm feeling really hopeful, really kind of steady and calm, all mixed into my emotions, which just feels so life-giving. And
that is so different than you 2 months ago.
Oh my gosh.
Night and day. Literal night and day. Even just your energy, me talking to you right now. I mean, we've been talking, but just I think it's because I get to see you in your backyard thriving with the sun. It's a completely different person than you were. Honestly, when you announced you were quitting photography, it was a lot of emotion and just a lot.
Yeah, and I was very depressed for a couple weeks in December. And so I've just come out of that. When we were in Nashville, that was a really life-giving trip for me.
Yeah.
In our work and I don't know. I guess I can I just want to share what my day-to-day has kind of been looking like because I've really, really settled into not doing wedding photography. And I've been seeing my friends who are, my friends in Florida who are wedding photographers are still they're entering / they've been in busy season. So I'm seeing a lot of behind the scenes of their work and weddings. And something happened in me the last few weeks where I see those behind the scenes clips and I see wedding stuff and I just feel nothing. And I don't feel FOMO and I don't feel uncertainty. I'm just I don't even
just neutral.
I feel so neutral and so like that's a lot of where my alignment is coming from is there were a lot of emotions, a lot of grief, like I shared in that episode, giving that up when it didn't even on paper really make sense. But I feel like the last 3 to 4 weeks, I've just been like, oh, yeah, that could not have been the more of a right decision for me because not, and I don't want to say this like in a negative way or project anything onto anyone else who's still like listening as a wedding
Yeah.
photographer, but I just don't feel anything for like weddings almost anymore. It's not what I expected for myself. I thought it would just like take a lot longer for me to feel like that disconnect. And um obviously I still have a couple things this year, so I can't like fully check out, but just I wake up and I feel motivated in the work I'm doing. I'm leaning in a lot more to like social media and affiliate marketing and like trying to learn more about that and like grow in my skills with that and finding new streams of income and ways to make money. So that's really life-giving and fun. Um, so as far as work goes, I do feel like a thriving girl.
Your
And
voice, let me just tell you, your voice sounds like a gentle leaf floating down a river. Like you are just like calm girly over there. Like it is
oh,
like just you're like not rushing to say your words and you're just like
oh,
living and it's like so peaceful.
that's
You're just like
cute.
radiating peace and it's cute.
That's so nice for you to say that. I definitely have that inside of me. So it means a lot that that's coming through. And that's not the norm all the time. Like work and life emotions are so
Yeah.
up and down all the time, but I do feel like when it hits in a way of like such alignment and feeling grounded, like you got to ride that wave. And I feel like I'm just trying to
Yeah.
soak it up and like squeeze it for all it's worth. And so I think that's what makes it fun to talk about is like I am really grateful. And I know that might change and might pivot and like that's normal. But right now I'm just super thankful to be honestly just feeling the emotions I feel right now because 2 months ago was so different in a
Yeah.
lot of aspects of my life. So, oh, and I got my tubes flushed. That's another
Oh
update I didn't talk
yeah.
about. Um, yeah, I had an HSG test, which is where they like clear out your fallopian tubes if there's any blockages. So that was about a week and a half ago. And that went
And
really
you were
well.
like really nervous going into it, and it
Yes.
ended up being okay, which I
Yeah,
was
I was,
so happy for you for.
oh my gosh, I was so nervous. I've heard a lot of stories on both sides of the experience spectrum. And so feeling that, like, you just don't know what's going on in those tubes of yours.
Yeah,
So, like, going into that
in those
procedure,
tubes of yours.
I'm like, I don't want to tense my body. I want to relax my body and like let it happen. But it could be really, really bad, or it could be uncomfortable. But honestly, it's a short procedure. So it was crazy. The night before, I the week leading up, I felt like really mentally strong. I was like, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to create unnecessary anxiety around this. I cannot control it. So like I'm really putting in mindset work around this procedure. And then the night before, I was like scrolling TikTok and I saw a girl's video pop up about her like telling her husband that she was pregnant after 3.5 years of infertility. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I go to her page just to see what else she had maybe shared. And her very next video was a video that said, like, come along as I go get my HSG test done. She like kind of brings you along going to the hospital or clinic or wherever she went. And in her like caption, she was like, I had no pain. Like, I'm so grateful. And I was just
Mm,
like, whoa, I mean, people had shared their positive stories with me, like leading up to that.
yeah,
But um, just seeing
just like the
that felt
night
like,
before, like
mm-hmm,
confirmation that you were gonna be okay and you're
yeah,
gonna be taken care of during the process.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that meant a lot to me. Will went with me and was just so supportive, holding my hand. Like I had music playing next to my head the whole time and had a really good staff. Like it's just it's a procedure like you can't medicate pain. You don't go under. You feel it all. And it's highly uncomfortable because they expand your tubes and they're like, they put a little, I don't even think there's a camera up there, but they're looking at an image of your tubes as they're doing it. So they expand it and push fluid up there, and like you feel really, it's like pressure and crampy. And so Will was just really positive as he is. He brings the golden retriever energy to those types of scenarios. And then I just, yeah, took it easy the rest of that day and felt like I know they're clean. And then your chances of fertility do increase for the couple cycles after. So that's just encouraging to know. And, but I am glad that's over. And then we babysat my niece and nephew this weekend, which we've never done before. We've never had them overnight on our own. Specifically Will, like Will's never babysat maybe in his life. I'm not kidding. So it was
in his life?
In his entire life. Like he's never been in charge of kids.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I guess that's not a common thing for a man to.
Right.
I mean, I was like, my first job was a babysitter.
Me too.
Like I literally got a babysitter certification and like went to a class and was like a babysitter.
Yeah. That was my sole job, like till the end of high school. Like I nannied after high school and stuff, or after school in high school. But
yeah.
Anyways, so, and he's not like a big baby person. Like anytime we're around babies, he does not like ask to hold them. I'm always like, babe, like hold this baby. And he's like, I don't know what to do with it. So I also like had commitments that weekend where like he was gonna have to be alone with the kids. And I was just like, are you gonna be okay? Like you can text me, call me. I was like, he did amazing. We crushed it. Like not to brag on us, but I'm going to brag. Like we absolutely crushed those 2 days. And it was really adorable just to see him be so present with them and like make them laugh and like make special moments. He like took them to get donuts in the morning and just made them food, like cleaned up for me so I wasn't have to worry about anything. Like it was just so, like my ovaries nearly exploded. I was like, this is the first time I've really got to see him like in a parenting role before. And
yeah,
it was so fun. So I'm also
that.
still kind of riding the high from that. Just seeing us as a team was like really, really cute.
Like you really got a sneak peek of just like your life and your future and like what your everydays will look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that really honestly brings us up to speed. I don't feel like I have anything else really going on, but
cute. Just a peaceful girl over there.
Just a peaceful girl. So I'll turn it over to you. I mean, take us back to like post Nashville even, you know?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. I can't even think that far
it's
back.
A blur.
Like it's a blur. Okay. I don't even think I've talked about cold plunging on here, but Tyler and I have started like a cold plunge just season of our lives routine. So we usually get each other Christmas presents, like lots of Christmas presents. Random question. What is the average amount of money that you and Will spend on each other for Christmas? Or birthdays?
Well, it totally depends. I did not spend a lot on his birthday 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, I never texted Will happy birthday. Happy birthday, Will, because I think you listened to our podcast. Oh man, that sucks. But happy birthday, Will.
Wait, for real though, I will answer your question, but the pressure of telling people happy birthday gets worse and worse for me every year.
No, like I could vomit like if I know my friend's birthday is next month, I have anxiety about it the whole month before, and then I usually miss it still, and then I'm stressed, and then if you text them the day after, then it's like, well, why didn't you text me the day before?
Yeah.
And then if you text them 2 days later, then it's like now you're 2 days late, and then a week goes by and you're like, now do I even acknowledge it? But you'd think about it every day. No, that's me with birthdays.
I hate, and it's not because I don't want to tell the people I love happy birthday, but I absolutely hate the expectation of telling people happy birthday because it stresses me out. I get worse at it every year. it feels harder to do. I feel like there's more, I swear there's more birthdays
There's
every
more
year. I don't know
birthdays.
how.
There's more birthdays. How is
You
that a
only have
thing?
one birthday a year, but I swear you have 5 birthdays a year. Like, I can't explain it.
And you miss every single one.
So, anyways, I don't know if anyone else relates to that, but
Okay, so how much money Christmas? How much money do I spend?
Christmas probably like around 400 maybe.
Okay, same. I was just wondering if we were like ridiculous, or I feel like we spend probably an average around 300, I would guess, for
Yeah.
Christmas or birthdays for each other, not like just each other. We do that.
Right.
So, with that being said, we have wanted a cold plunge for a year. We've been talking about it for a year prior to Christmas, and we are the least handy people that I know. Like, Tyler is just not a handyman, and I don't think he
It's
ever
not
will
that
be.
guy.
Like, I will be more handy than he will be any day, which is also my mom and my dad. Like, my mom was
That is me.
also like the handy woman of the house. So you can build a cold plunge out of like like a meat freezer, like an ice chest, which we almost did. Man, I'm in Facebook groups of like how to turn a freezer. Like, I've watched
Wow.
YouTube videos, but it's just a lot. So I found the one that we have, which is like the little black one. If you've seen, like, a lot of people have like the black inflatable one, but this one has a chiller and a filter attached to it. So it actually keeps the water cold, keeps it clean, blah, blah, blah. So we decided to get this one and not get each other Christmas presents. Like, it was our Christmas presents to each
Because
other. So,
how much is the cold
because
plunge?
the cold plunge, probably with tax and like we kind of got a couple extras, was like $1,200.
Okay.
So that's more than we would spend on Christmas. But like,
Yeah.
combined, we would spend $600-700 on each other for
Yeah.
Christmas. So add 500 more and you got yourself a cold
What's another
plunge.
500?
What's another 500? So we got it and we set it up, and it has been honestly so special to do together. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even, that's not even why we got it, to have something that we're doing together. We got it for like mental health and like discipline. And for me, I'm also literally in my mind, like, I'm using it to prepare for childbirth one day, with really like
Yeah.
connecting to my breath and just like the strength of my mind and knowing I could
Yeah.
make it through anything, just like solidifying that really deeply. But we've been doing it, like, he's been doing it more consistently than me. But yeah, doing it together has just been really cool. And like, we've had friends come over and do it. And like, I don't know, just to brag on my friend group down here for a second, like, every single person that has gone in that cold plunge has just like killed it. Like, it's
That's
so
so cool.
cool. It's like, Tyler and I were talking about it the other day. Like, I almost feel like it's just like such a, like, what's the word? It's just like such a, what's the word? It
I know
says
what you're gonna.
something. It says
Yeah.
something about the people that we surround ourselves with, like
Yes.
their
Yeah.
minds and the strengths of their minds, that like,
It's indicative.
yes, good word. That was a good
I
word.
know.
And or no, and yeah, so that's just been so cool. It's a fun thing to have in our backyard. It's a fun thing people know. Like, just on Sunday we had a friend come over and like cold plunge for the first time, so it's just
Mm.
like kind of a cool, even like community thing. Like, we love having people in our home, and we've even actually been talking about having like almost like a house church style, like, improvement days together with
Yeah.
people. I like, everybody comes over and we like listen to a podcast together and like discuss and
That's
like cold plunge
cute.
together or something like that. So anyway, it's almost feels like it's also starting that, just like people coming over to our home to better themselves, and like creating a space for that. And it just feels really powerful, like, that we've been able to
Yeah.
host that and that we've done it together. And I think it's just really beautiful to like do hard things together as a couple and encourage each other through it, and like believe in each other and be proud of each other. And having something in our routine that like consistently does that has been
Mm-hmm.
really, really beautiful for our relationship. And it just, I like love it so much. I think the support that we feel from each other is
Is
like
like a
through
new
the roof.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just cool. Um, so that's been amazing. Like, it's just
It's
been
been
so
really
good.
sweet to just see like the way you've posted on it too. Like, you can hear each other like cheer the other person on in the background. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, I love that. Like you guys are very present when the other person's doing it. And
Yeah.
I've never done a cold plunge, I don't think. So it looks really hard to me, truly. Like
Yeah. I mean,
I
it's not
respect that
easy.
you're a disciplined cold plunger.
I'm a disciplined girl because it's 2024 and that's our word of the year.
Wait, can we take a moment? I feel like we're doing a very good job with our word of the
Actually, we
year.
are. We're just doing excellent being disciplined girlies in 2024. Okay, wait. This is an update I didn't plan on giving. And it was really beautiful. And I feel like you'll appreciate it. I haven't even told you this yet in real life.
Oh. Ah.
So I had a little like Galentine's Day at my house with like 5 or 6 girls, and we like made breakfast. It was really cute. We like made yummy breakfast and waffles and cute treats, and we did vision boards together, even though it's February, but whatever. We did like
Yeah, who cares?
classic like cutout magazine pasted on a poster board vision board.
Yeah.
And my friend Madison, who is like incredible at leading meditations, she led us. I asked her like, oh, that would be so cute if you could like lead us through like a guided meditation pre-vision board activity to like just, like open our hearts, open our minds to like what the year has for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just expecting like a cute little like 5 to 10 minute, we lay on the floor like guided meditation. She did like a full like 30-minute experience of like
Whoa.
releasing stuff from our body, and like this sounds funny, but it wasn't. It was like really cool and fun. But we like created a dance together, like in a group. Like we were just like moving our bodies a ton. We were like
Yeah.
brushing old things away, like acknowledging what we wanted to release and let go of that wasn't serving us anymore. And then we also did like a lay down. Like she like went around and put essential oils on all of us and gave us each like a massage, a neck massage. Like it was beautiful.
Whoa.
It was like a
Sign me
whole
up.
beautiful thing. And at the end, she gave us all paper and pens, and we just wrote down what kind of whatever from that experience, but she kind of guided us through like what like the promises to yourself that you want to make, or writing a letter to yourself from your highest self, like to your present self, whatever, future self to your present self. So I wrote a letter to my present self from my future self, and it was like so cool, the way that discipline came through, because it was discipline, but it was like soft and feminine and
Mm-hmm.
slow and
Mm-hmm.
just like gentle. Like we've talked about recreating our relationship with the word discipline, and me prior have always viewing the word discipline as this like harsh masculine trapping, caging, structured thing. And this letter was like basically like, dear me, from me, but like, dear me, um it's going to look a lot different than you thought it was, but you're still going to get everything that you want. Like you do know everything you want, and everything you want is spot on, but the way you're going to get there is going to look a lot different than you thought it had to look and that you thought it was going to look. And basically like it's going to be a lot slower, and it's going to be a lot more peaceful. And
Wow.
it was like so cool. Like I just feel like in my body I'm feeling how the word discipline is serving me, and also isn't harsh. Like it's actually
Yeah.
really loving. And we talked about that when we shared that our words of the year were discipline. We talked about wanting that, like wanting to view the word discipline like that. But I actually feel like it's settling into my body now in a very real, grounded way, where I feel it. Like I feel this, and it makes me want to just take care of myself better, and like let it be slower, and let it be more like easeful and just peaceful. And I loved that like the letter was, you're still getting everything you want, and you're still on your way there, and what you want hasn't even changed, but just like the journey to get there is going to look a lot different.
I love
So
that. I didn't know that story.
I haven't shared it with anybody.
Wow, podcast exclusive
Yeah.
content.
I didn't even know I was going to share it because it's very close to me. Like I have that letter and it's
Yeah,
very
that's so
special.
personal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I feel such a pride for us that we're not even through the second month of the year and like we are really putting in the work. Like we're putting in the effort and the discipline of our word, as ironic as
Yeah.
that is. Like
LOL.
I I feel like we are also like matching each other in
Uh-huh.
like it just feels like not like you took off and you're crushing the word discipline and I'm like struggling behind like I'm not doing it well. Like I feel like we're just meeting each other at
Yeah.
similar levels, which is also like spurring us on and making me so proud and happy that like we happened to pick the same word of the year. And I
I
don't
know
know,
it's
that makes me want to be
funny.
like, I think people need to find a friend who has the same word every year because like
Oh
something
yeah.
is different about that when you share that commonality and intention with someone. I don't know.
And
We
your
might need to
accountability buddies
account,
with
yeah, which
and
we
you
are.
which we are accountability buddies. Yeah, it's been fun to celebrate each other's little wins in discipline
Mm-hmm.
through the last couple months. So yeah, cold plunging, vision boards, um, trying softer, not trying harder,
Mm.
and like has been a whole theme of that as well. Um,
I have a question, and I
uh-huh.
genuinely don't know the answer, so that's why I'm like
Okay.
asking now.
I'm scared.
I'm nervous that I don't know what me asking this is going to mean. And I'm going to ask you. How has your 75 self-love challenge been, or like where are you at with
Oh,
that?
funny you ask. It went to shit. Um no,
Okay.
I this has actually been really on my mind the last couple weeks because it was something I think I started before the new year even.
I think you did too.
Um and like made a whole guide and like had a lot of people doing it with me. And um and I stopped and I was feeling so good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably did it really consistently for even just like 3 weeks maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt really good and I was seeing that I felt really good. And was excited about that and was like talking about that in therapy. It also was lining up in the same time that I was still newly-ish going to somatic therapy weekly and also doing a lot of work with my Chinese medicine doctor and
Yeah.
acupuncture and like all the gua sha body work and like going to the chiropractor like a lot and her a lot and all of that. Um, and so I had like literally self-care fatigue, honestly. Like it was
Oh
like
yeah. Okay.
this and I've been trying to not have shame with letting 75 self-love like go to the wayside. And I know that there is a piece of it that's like, well, I stopped when it got like hard and it was like
Mm.
actually to the point where am I was being faced with, is this actually something I'm incorporating to my routine or am I riding off the high of like starting a new challenge, which
Yeah.
that was very real. But I was having very real healing fatigue. Like there is such thing
Yeah.
as like you're doing too many
Totally.
things at one time. And when I look back on it now in hindsight, like I can see that that's what was going on. At the time, I couldn't. And I was honestly really hard on myself of like, why can't I do this? Like, why is this so hard? And there was like some self criticism there for sure. But I'm starting it again March 1st. And I feel really good about it. Like, and I
That's
feel,
good.
yeah.
Like more okay, that's why I was like I hadn't asked you and I didn't know if like on a friendship level, like I know the way that like not completing something can bring feelings of like shame. And so I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know if asking this is just gonna like I don't know where you were with that. Like you hadn't posted
Yeah.
about it. So I was like, I want to ask her this, but we're also like recording. So it's
Yeah.
you know what?
No,
We kind of do that.
yeah, I have the little checklist, like the tracker I made, which if you want to do it with me, you can go get the tracker and do it with me. I think I love tracking like physically stuff like that where you like mark it off. But I have the tracker, unfinished tracker, like hung up in a very central location in our house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not been a good thing for me mentally. It's stayed hung up, just like unfinished. And like
Yeah.
I look at it and I am like, oh man, but like I'm going to take it down, and instead of like assigning any meaning to it, I'm just going to print a fresh blank one, throw it
Fresh
back up
slate.
there. And also, I think the other thing too was, and this is very real when you start a new habit or habits and you do want to do so many at one time. I want to start working out. I want to work out every single day, or I want to start meditating every single day for 30 minutes. It's unrealistic and you're setting yourself
Yeah.
up for failure. And in my 75 self-love guide, I literally say that, like, you don't have
Mm.
to do every single thing every single day, but I was. And so that
Mm.
was something too that I like wasn't letting
Like, will
myself
you
have,
change
like,
that?
for myself, yeah. But
Yeah.
like I think redefining the relationship with filling in the dot and checking off the list too,
Mm.
because it was like I want to see them all checked off, but like if that's not what today needs to be or is, or
Yeah.
like I am doing maybe like therapy that day or something else where I'm just like taking care of myself in a different way than that's
Mhm.
on this list, that's okay. I'm a human. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, I think in general, I loved it as like a guide for what my day could look like and how to take care of
Right.
myself. And again, like when I was doing it, it was so good. Like so good. I was like, this is magical. I feel amazing. So I'm actually really excited to do it again with a little bit more grace and compassion. And yeah,
Good.
it's been
Great.
really on my mind the last couple weeks, like thinking about I'm going to do it again. How is it going to be different this time
Mhm.
than last time? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Good stuff.
75 self-love.
Well, we plan on today just being a little catch up, shorter episode. So we'll probably wrap it up here. And
Well, next
we,
week we're
yeah,
going to have it. Yeah.
we want to talk a little bit about next week's episode. We're going to talk, well, Carissa, I don't know if you're going to ask me or how it's going to play out, but you'll kind of be interviewing me a little bit about my fertility story and our journey with that. And so that's something you guys can look forward to for next week's episode. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to dig into it and let people into spaces that like I can't really even do on social media. So
Yeah.
that's coming.
Yeah. It'll be good. And it's going to be the first of honestly like many conversations.
I
I'm
think so
really
too.
excited. In a future episode, we're also going to have our friend Katie Moore on here, and we're going to
Mm-hmm.
talk about supporting friends when they're going through their own fertility journey and what that looks like. I'm actually so excited to have that conversation with you,
Me
me and
too.
Katie, because of the dynamic that both of us have been with
Yeah.
with and for you in your fertility journey, because Katie's on her own and
Mm-hmm.
I have not even begun like my journey of trying to start having kids yet, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not able to relate to you in so many ways,
Mm-hmm.
and the support looks so different for
Yeah.
friends in different parts of their journey with
Seasons.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm excited for like opening this door of the conversations to come for future episodes in general too. But yeah, I'm excited for next week. So
Yeah.
catch
Tune
us
in
next
then.
week.
We'll see you
All right,
then. Bye.
guys. Bye.